Hello, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's the Bead Place's weekly live party. Ooh, ooh. I'm Abby,
And I'm Becky.
and we are here to party.
Yeah.
If you are new to our streams, we are a part of the Bead Place. We are a brick and mortar bead and fiber shop in the St. Louis area, and we are also an online retailer and wholesaler. And tonight, we are going to be opening our monthly fun pack. So before we get started, I would just like to remind you guys to like this video if you are watching on YouTube, heart this video if you're watching on Facebook, and share it with your friends. We would very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Becky, why don't you tell them about Monthly Fun Pack while I get all the ones and twos sorted.
Yeah, so the monthly fun pack is our monthly subscription service, but I feel like it's subscription optional.
Yeah.
You can just get one. So it is a collection of beads and components that coordinate within a theme, not necessarily themed towards the season or the holiday or whatever, but just a theme. It's always packed full of goodies. It is $35 if you just want to try one of them. It is $30 if you want to subscribe. We always go way over budget. There is way more than $35 in here.
Yeah.
We have so much fun making these.
Yeah.
I have not seen this one yet. So it'll be fun opening it and seeing what's in here and making something out of it. But yeah, you just go to our website. It's called Monthly Fun Pack.
And I shared the link in the comments for you to check out.
Yeah.
In case you want to either subscribe or just do a one-timer.
The one that we're doing tonight has already been mailed out.
Yes.
So the people who have ordered it should have it. So no spoilers. Do we have any extra this month?
We do not.
We do not have any extra.
We do not.
Once in a while we have a couple.
Yes.
So yeah, so if you want to sign up for Monthly Fun Pack, you're not getting this one. You're getting the next one. That will be a surprise. It's always a surprise.
Yes.
So yeah, I love every single one of them, and I'm not just saying that because I work here. I like every single one of them. So I am kind of concerned though because this has orange in the picture, and you know me and orange. It's gonna be a challenge.
It'll be okay.
But I like challenges.
You can do it.
Yeah, and I have the bracelet that I made with last month's fun pack. I'm wearing that too, so I'll show you when we get to the close-ups.
Well, nothing to it but to do it.
Let's do it.
So let's head on over to hand cam.
Hello.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. She must be on a break.
Yeah, she says, I'm on lunch, so only have a few, but wanted to say hi.
Well, hello. We're getting ready to open this pack, and I've heard there's some very whimsical stuff in here. It's called Radiant Glow this time, and woo! Look at the I don't want to say confetti. The packaging.
It's like bubble wrap, but green.
Yeah, it's a party.
More eco.
Well, this fell out already. Let's just dump everything out.
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you down. Buckle your seatbelts, everyone.
Going for a ride. There we go. Look at this fun seed bead mix. I love it.
We had a lot of fun with it.
Look at that. I haven't seen a thing in here yet. I didn't even know the theme. I knew nothing of it until I just saw it just now. Sometimes I see like things kind of floating around and wonder if that's the fun pack. I had no idea about this one.
Yep. So this
That's
one,
fun.
We have primarily like sunshine colors, but along with the sun comes beautiful prisms as well, often. So we wanted to kind of carry on that rainbow undertone from last month's rainy day theme.
Oh yeah, here's what I
Now the
made.
sun has come out.
Here's what I made last time. It's a memory wire bracelet. It looks like it's just random, but it's not. I made sure to space them out so that like the same kind of bead isn't like stacked on top of each other.
Oh, that is so well designed.
Yeah, it looks random, but it is not. So that's fun.
That's so pretty.
Yeah. I'll post it in the Facebook group later.
Awesome.
Yeah, normally would have been posted earlier, but I got sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, so what else do we have? These. I'm gonna open up this bag first. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags here. I'm gonna open up this one first.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna share the link to our Facebook group to anyone on Facebook that wants to join a super fun, supportive Facebook group. You can head on over to the Bead Plays Facebook group.
Well, these are cute little
Aren't they
charms.
cute? We thought those little Tibetan style charms kind of looked like sun, like the kind of old kind of is it Greek? Like the Greek celestial kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
sun. And then we thought that the vintage lamp work was really kind of like
yeah.
radiant looking as well in two ways. Like
That's
they kind of
cool.
have like a flower pressing on them that looks like sun rays, and then the like the feather pattern on them
Yeah.
with the stringing or
So
the
pretty.
stringer
Got a stringer.
looks radiant as well.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got some vintage pewter that's been gold plated,
yeah.
and then some vintage lamp work beads.
Nice. There's a shadow here, Abby. Should we try the light?
Yeah, can you put the charger cord on the other side, and
Yeah.
then feel free to turn the light on, but turn it down just a hair so it doesn't overexpose. There we go. That looks great.
There we go.
Much better.
Yay. Okay, so what else we have? Those charms are cool. I already have ideas for those charms. This one looks fun.
Uh-oh.
This one looks fun. What? Uh-oh.
We lost you.
Uh-oh.
That's strange. Did we lose you on the real feed too? Still shows
If you can-
live.
If you can hear us, type in the chat if you can.
Are you connected to the internet here, or are you on data?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody tell us in chat if you can hear us or see us or neither. I guess if there's neither, then you won't be typing anything.
Yeah, let us know in chat if the screen went black for you guys for a second.
Oh, there we are. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. These are fun. I love this cut.
Yeah, those are neat. Sounds fine. Okay, it might have just been. Oh, awesome! Thanks, guys. Probably just a little tech glitch with the like production software that we use.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, these are.
Are they wood?
They are wood. Yeah, they're really interestingly cut wood beads that have this really cool gold kind of glow on top of this beautiful like peachy tone.
Yeah.
So they're kind of rose gold, more gold than rose.
Yeah. These are
but-
special.
Yeah.
Now, this cut, I always think it looks like a hoof, like a horse
Oh, I
or a
think it's
donkey
that.
hoof, but I'm sure it's not called that. What is it called?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to call it a hoof. Hi, Jan, how are you? And then also in that bag, are these vintage fire polish? Or are these just fire polish?
They are vintage, but just barely vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
They look like they were special.
yes.
Yeah. So that's
Hi,
fun
Gray.
too.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Gray.
This chain is vintage. Lots
Yeah.
of vintage stuff this time around. We have this really cool enameled copper curb chain in a couple colors for you guys to play with. Jan says, doing good. I'm loving the looks of this package. Can't wait to get mine. Very cool. Yeah, these are chunky curb chain or cable chain too. Like they're very thick. But they're kind of lightweight. They're lightweight enough for earrings though, because
Yeah.
it's a small size.
Yeah, they are lightweight. Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice.
Cool. Okay, let's move these guys over. Move.
Scoot,
Beads. Get out of the way.
bud.
Get out of the way, beads.
Thanks for being patient with
Get out
us
of the
today,
way.
guys. I just got back into town today. Well, I went out of town yesterday, and I came back into town today. No, yesterday. What am I trying to say? I was not in town yesterday. I am back in town today, and I had a day full of fun meeting with one of our check glass vendors, and so it was like just a day full of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was all very good, very fun stuff, but we were late. So I did want to acknowledge that. And thank you guys for being patient with us, because Becky and I had to eat.
Yeah. I'm diabetic and she was hungry.
I was starting to get a little off. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we have some beautiful
Austrian
crystal
crystals.
in
Yeah.
here. Yeah, we've got a mix of Austrian and other import crystals.
Yeah.
And then we have a fun, just like radiant crystal ball, and I think that it is just the right color.
I
for
call
the
these
sun.
disco balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the orangey color, and then there is this very pale, buttery yellow.
It's a very good sunshine yellow.
Yeah. Pretty.
It's a good yellow. It's not quite as bold. It's a lot more
Yeah.
versatile of a yellow.
And the
than-
orange is fun too.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a tangerine
Yeah.
shade.
And I've expressed how I feel about oranges, but that's a good orange.
It's a good orange.
It's a
like
good orange.
creamsicle.
Yeah,
Creamsicle.
yeah, exactly.
Creamsicle. What's the difference between a dreamsicle and a creamsicle?
I don't know.
Let us know in chat what the difference is.
I think it's the same thing, just whatever you want to call it. It looks like an orange popsicle.
Yeah.
So these are fun too.
Yeah, we've got another fun mix of faceted beads. Beautiful color mix of crystals here. Couple different sizes to play with.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Lots of sparkle.
Sparkle, sparkle. I have ideas already. I'm loving it.
And then
If I can get it
what
open.
you got there, Becky?
I don't know. Trying to get it open. There we go. Ooh, it's a floater.
Oh my gosh. So these vintage like stamping links I thought were just perfect because they're crinkle
It looks like the sun.
cut potato chips.
They are
they're
crinkle cut.
crinkly, so they look like the sun. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
So they're very special vintage links,
I love it.
and they're just sweet.
It's delicate, but it's substantial still
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And they could make a very good frame for
Yeah.
just something fun.
And it is crinkle cut.
Yeah.
That's fun. And some chips.
Some chips. These are gemstone chips. They're like dyed crackle quartz. So they're different kind of warm, kind of glowy shades, kind of revolving around like rust colors.
Looks like a sunset.
Ooh, that's a good thing. And then we are missing something from this pack because we wanted you guys to get the best of the best, and we were short on our quantity, and we needed to wait until Phil came. And so Phil came. So now let me go get the things that we did not put in this pack, but we did put in all of your packs. So hold please.
There's a surprise. I just need to get some of those seed beads. Oh, there's I don't know if these are megatamas, but they're shaped like megatamas that are in here.
Oh yeah, they are megatamas.
Cool. So I see 8s and I see 11s and maybe even some 15s. 8s and 11s for sure, and some 6s, some megatamas. I see matte. I see metallic, regular coated. Ooh.
So you guys got some of these in the big size.
Those are awesome.
And I am gonna pop one of these strands open so we can have some to play with tonight. But we wanted to make sure everybody got them, and we got them mailed out in time. So we didn't put them in ours, so that
you could have
so that you could have some really nice noble shell beads.
Yeah.
So
neat.
Yeah. So I'll open those up now.
Pop one of them.
I'm gonna pop them open.
She's gonna pop it.
What you need?
I need some soft flex.
Okay.
Please.
What size? Medium?
Medium is good.
You got it.
Yeah. I have an idea. And we'll see where it goes. Usually I have a plan, like a loose plan, but then in the middle of my project, I kind of just like, ooh, let's do this too. And it ends up being like a bunch of different things. So we'll see where it goes. Love the color of the chains. Yeah. Oh, my husband is in chat. He put a emoji of chocolate ice cream.
Is that what it is?
Today, yeah.
It's not poop.
Oh, well, I didn't know if I can say poop. It's poop. Yeah. Hi, Eric. Everybody say hi, Eric. That's my husband.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah. He posted an emoji of poop. Yeah. between him and my daughter, their little running joke around the house is they make everything poop on each other. Like, it could be a glass out of a cabinet, it could be the sleeve on their shirt, it could be a bird. We have birds. Whatever, just poop. And this cutter could poop. And yeah, we're a very strange household, but we have fun, darn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh yeah, I guess I can cut some off here. Okay,
Are you doing a bracelet?
I am doing a bracelet.
What beads do you have in mind so I can make up a plan for the other beads that you do not have in mind?
Yeah, I was planning on these crystals and these crystals.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe some seepies, but there's plenty to go around.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a mat and I'm gonna start working on. Oh, I was gonna pop those noble shells open, wasn't I?
Pop them.
Pop them.
Yeah, there's a new song that I've just learned of that everybody else has known, but I haven't heard until recently. And there's a line in it that says, she's popping it. And so Abby's gonna pop the strand. She's popping it.
There you go. Didn't mean to throw them at you.
Yeah.
But it did anyway.
I can't sing the rest of the song. But it's a good song.
Hey, last night I was talking on the phone to somebody who was like, oh, and you've got Western night coming up this Friday too, so I know you're going to be busy. And I was like,
not this Friday.
Nuh-uh.
Next
Nuh-uh.
Friday. Better not be this
Hold
Friday.
on.
We're not quite ready yet.
Yeah. But we do have Western night coming up next Friday, and tickets are on sale now.
Yeehaw.
So I'm going to link that for you guys. It is an in-store only event, but that just gives you an excuse to drive to the St. Louis area to see us.
Yeah.
And there's hotels right across the street. Really.
We can see them from here. Yeah.
We can. I'm looking at 3 of them right now.
We can see them. I'm going to take this guy too. Is that okay?
Yeah. Go for it.
So when I saw this and I said it's a floater, I'll show you what that means. I kind of made up that term. When I make a bracelet or a necklace, I like to have like a fidget toy too. So I just kind of put this on here, and it's bigger than any of the beads. So it just like floats freely, and you can, just play with it. So it's a floater.
Love it.
You could also use it for a clasp. You could use it for a pendant. You could use it for a lot of things. I'm going to use it as a floater. Yeah. Also, we have coming up, I'm leading a paper bead workshop. Whether you've made paper beads before or not, it is going to be a good time had by all. You guys have seen my paper beads before. Most of you have. They're a little different. Well, they're a lot different than the paper beads that you've seen before, probably. I don't use magazines or anything. I use lots of fun papers, gel prints, and other arty papers. Occasionally some origami paper, stuff like that. And we're going to have fun. And I'm going to show you guys how to make some art paper beads. They're like tiny little sculptures. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then last Saturday of the month, we have a workshop, the monthly free workshop. Abby, do we have?
Yeah, it's yours. It's
We
your
have-
design.
Okay, I don't know if you have permission to talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun, I call it like a scarf necklace. It's just a long strand of beads and some jewelry tube. And you can tie it any way that you can tie a scarf, or you can leave it open like you would do a scarf. And it's a lot of fun.
Jan says, signed up and ready for the paper bead night and Western night.
Yay.
Can't wait for both.
Yay.
Woohoo.
We can't wait to see it too.
Yeah.
I'm going to line up some of these colors because I do actually have a plan. And then, Abby, what about that trunk show we have coming up?
Yeah, we have the Ava Motherwell collection coming up in July. Let me look. July what?
I'm going to move my stuff up a little bit because I just realized that I'm working right under the banner. There. Now you can see what I'm lining up.
July 12th. And I will share that as well. That's another reason to come to St. Louis.
Yeah, she has some really cool stuff.
Jan says, when is Abby's class? Am I teaching a class?
Which class you talking about, Jan?
I don't know. Occasionally I teach. Once in a while. I used to teach like every single night of my life.
Yeah.
And that was I feel like a whole lifetime ago. Hey, Zakia.
Hi, Zakia.
Zakia says, "Yay! Hi, Abby and Becky. I was just thinking about you all at the bead place and felt like playing with my prize from the Christmas sweater charms and bead mix. Oh,
Yay.
how fun! Woohoo!"
Jan, are you talking about the?
Oh, that's Becky's class.
Which
Jan,
one?
the scarf necklace.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It's not. It's Becky's design, but it's free workshop.
It's free workshop.
Last Saturday of the month.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually Abby's over here helping at the table and kind of floating around everywhere, but it was my design, so I'm gonna do that workshop, and maybe Abby or Becca or Jenny or somebody will kind of float around and help me out with that too. But I'll be over there.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, I'm teaching spinning, private spinning class in a couple of weeks, so that'll be fun.
Hey, Rhonda. That's okay.
Hey, Rhonda.
The beginning was just our repetitive.
Yeah.
Just who we are and what we're doing. But
yeah,
I think you know who we are.
Yeah.
You know who Becky is, at least.
Yes. Yes. I was just talking with Rhonda this morning.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Jan says, darn, we're out of town that weekend. Well, you know what? We should probably have Becky do a YouTube video for it.
Yeah, we can do that. For sure. It's a fun project. And like most of the things that we do here and like most of the things that I design, it's very customizable, very versatile, easy, fun. Yeah. You'll like it. I promise. And then when it gets closer to the last Saturday of the month, I'm sure Abby will put pictures online so everybody can see it.
Do I have it here?
I don't know. The example is over there.
That's what I was asking.
Oh, I thought you meant do we have a picture here?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know if you took a picture of it. But yeah, it's up.
On the front mannequin?
No, actually it's in the box where we keep the fun pack.
Oh.
By the tackle box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It should be up near there.
Jan says, that would be great. I always love the free workshops and getting new ideas.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
We always love the free workshops too. Because we do so much virtual stuff, which we absolutely love, we sometimes feel like well, at least I do. I sometimes feel like I'm missing out on seeing other people make the stuff that they're working on. Because, I mean, a lot of you buy your beads from us, or at least some of them, but then we don't always get to see it go full circle and like see what the beads are going to grow up to be.
We like to see what you make.
Yeah. And of course, we always love it when you post pictures in our Facebook group. But it's really fun to see that creative process happen in person. And I feel like it's kind of like infectious as well. Is that the word?
Sure.
Contagious.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jan, who is in chat, usually comes to the workshops, and her adult daughter usually kind of deviate from the plan a little bit, and it's fun to see their little minds working and like, ooh, what are they gonna do today? And it always turns out so cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Zakia says, I'm making a bottle necklace.
Oh.
That sounds cool. For a special bottle? Or for an event, I guess is what I'm asking, or for like home decor?
Uh-oh, can't have two red in a row.
Dun dun dun. I have necklaces on all of my lamps and things, and they just live there.
Oh,
okay.
That sounds fun.
Just to show you real quick what I'm doing.
Oh, that's
I'm
fun.
making some freeform peyote with some of these seed beads because I love all the texture and the color that we have here. And I just want to be able to see all these beads all together all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Okay, so I'm doing sections, but I want to separate the sections somehow.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know. I'm thinking. Are you going to use these guys?
No.
The hooves?
Can be yours.
They look like hooves.
You may have those hooves.
I like the hooves.
Ooh.
So we'll
I'm
do
going to
that.
do 2-drop peyote mixed in with single-drop peyote.
Maybe we'll do these.
So I'm going to show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. Because I'm doing freeform peyote with mixed sizes, the number of beads that I'm using in these little blocks, it's not always going to be consistent, because you can see here that I'm going from big bead to big bead, but I'm trying to fill it in with a little bead. Well, if I just use one little bead, it's not going to fill in that hole very well. So I'm going to need to pick another little bead, which I will do, and I will pass through that next bead in my little peyote ditch. You can see now I've added that yellow and it fills it in. So
Yay.
It's a combination of 1-drop and 2-drop peyote. And I'll kind of wiggle waggle back and forth between the two just for fun.
Wiggle waggle, but not dilly dally.
No dilly dallying.
No dillying or dallying. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. Don't know.
And sometimes when you are doing free form peyote, you can increase and decrease in that manner too, because you can just pick up like one bead from your free form peyote, or like the other way around, you can kind of force your way into multi-drop peyote by jamming like multiple beads into one section, whereas otherwise you wouldn't have room for them. I hope that makes sense. Zakia says, home decor for myself. Yeah, it's living there on my table. Very cool.
I just took apart my design. Becky, what are you doing?
Becky, what are you doing?
I took it apart. I wanted to do something different.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard or not while you were getting the stuff for me, but I was telling everybody how when I make stuff, I usually go into it with kind of a loose plan, but then along the way, kind of change it. No, I'm gonna do this too, or I'm gonna do this instead. So, yeah. So I changed my mind.
Good.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about whenever I meant like forcing different drops of peyote. So like if I was doing 2-drop, I would go from here, like from the yellow bead, or I'm sorry, I would go from the teal bead and I would go through the yellow and this little green one here in the ditch. But I want to try and force another bead on top of it just to give dimension. So I'm not treating these 2 beads as one like I was in the last row. I'm exiting the yellow and then just kind of forcing this one on top of the green one, whereas normally I wouldn't.
Exiting and forcing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zakia says, very wiggle waggle.
Yes. We're all about the wiggle waggle.
Yeah. But not the dilly dally.
No.
No. Dun, 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 dun. So you know how technology listens to you all the time?
Yeah.
So, Eric, are you still here? If you're still here, show us that poopy emoji again. For Mother's Day, he surprised me and got me a Stanley cup, one of those big cups with the handles. And I'd had other cups that are shaped like that before, but not a real Stanley cup. And I don't care about the brand. It just happened to be what he got it because there's Hello Kitties on it. I love Hello Kitty.
Love it.
So I don't even know if we said the word Stanley or if we typed it. I don't know if that happened at all. But somehow Facebook knew that I got a Stanley cup and I had a little, you know, those reels that pop up. I had a reel of a girl with a Stanley cup, and the little reel was, you know, that it's a huge cup and she feels silly carrying it. But I was like, man, how do they know? How do they know?
watching you.
And listening, and yeah, like, holy cow.
Rhonda says, what makes it peyote, the bead type or how it's strung? So it is
That's a good
how
question.
it is woven together. So there are a couple of different like bead weaving techniques that kind of act like bricks, like staggered bricks. Peyote is one of the most common and most kind of accessible to learn. Let me grab a good example of what like the flat peyote stitch looks like. So you can see it in its normal stitch pattern, not irregular like what I'm doing.
Rhonda knows all about bricks. Rhonda, if you want to, you can mention in chat how you know all about bricks.
I'm like, really?
She has a stencil that's bricks,
Oh, okay.
and it's very popular. Yeah. You can pimp your stuff if you want to, Rhonda. You know how you learn a song and it's just like in your head like the whole time? Yeah. That is what's in my head, but it's a good song, so I don't mind at all. Let's see what comes next. Orange. So here's what I have so far. I was going to do it random, but I decided to do little sections and then separate the sections with random crazy bead. So there's what I have so far. Probably a little bit more than halfway done. This is going to be a single strand bracelet. Regular bracelet. That is beautiful.
This is peyote, and it's all like flat strip peyote. The only thing that causes the difference is the bead sizes. So you can see how they're kind of
It's bubbly.
stacked like bricks on top of one another. A really common thing that people do with peyote is to make like
Pictures.
flat strips that are designs. We have some really large scale pieces here in the store that are really interesting.
There's a Santa Claus that's amazing.
Yeah, and a dragon.
Oh yeah, and the frog.
This is peyote as well. So it's all the same stitch. It's just kind of like what you do with it.
Mm-hmm.
This is peyote kind of going linear.
Kind of freeform.
Yeah, this is definitely a good example of freeform peyote.
That's fun.
And then this is peyote going the other way. So like this would be like strips, like working back and forth this way. Whereas this one, it's working in the other direction. So like zoop, 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 zoop. Oh, sorry.
This is pretty. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Yeah. And it's bubbly. It's not flat. It's bubbly. That's cool. Oh, there's delicas right there.
Yeah,
nice.
That's a really popular, like good like second peyote project for a lot of people.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love the designs that are fairly simple but look so impressive.
Yeah.
It just looks so luxurious.
Luxurious.
Very luxurious. Let's see. So I need another big bead. I'm going to use one of these shells. What did you call these shells?
Noble shells.
Noble shells.
A lot of bead stores actually teach this pattern. I'm trying to think of the name of the original designer that we like bought like the teaching package when we first opened or like got written permission or something. So we have indefinite permission to teach this pattern, which I think is so cool that
the teaching package.
I think it was one of the like you just have to like get written permission to teach it.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up the designer's name, and when I do, I will post it in our Facebook group because I always like to like give credit to the designer. In fact, I'm gonna try and look it up right now because there are so many stores that have used this lady's pattern. And it is such a great example of how you can get a really advanced looking design with just the basic techniques.
It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what other colors sea beads do we have in here.
Oh no! How am I going to find the original designer? with all of these variations of it.
Maybe I'll do turquoise to kind of tie it in, or that's teal. Is it teal or is it turquoise? I would say this one is teal. That's always a debate. Is it teal or is it turquoise? I feel like teal is a little bit more green usually, and turquoise is a little bit more blue usually. But I'm going to say usually because I don't like to say always or never.
I'll have to look up who the original designer is because there are, like, I just Googled peyote bump bracelet and there's like an indefinite number of people that are claiming that it's their design. But
That
there's
happens.
so many just slight variations of it that
Yeah.
like makes it legally
Yeah.
a new design. And
Yeah.
so Cheryl says, I think I saw it on Caravan Beads. You know, I know that that's not who originally designed it. But, well, maybe it is, but I just mean that's not who we originally purchased it.
Abby's daughter's knocking on her front door. Grandma's knocking, dropping her off. So Abby will be right back. Yeah, so now I've got a different song in my head all the time rather than Apartment by Rosie and Bruno Mars. I still love that song though. I still listen to it like 80 times a day. But now I have a new song in my head. It's amazing. I'm sure you guys wanted to know that, right? Yeah. Yep. Where are the teal ones? I'm looking for more teal ones. I need to see like 2 more. Here's something. There we go. I love this mix. It's so fun. Orange, yellow, another orange, green, blue, purple. Is that light purple? Yep. Brown, gold, buttery yellow. Nice. Cool. I'm into it. This. I was gonna use a charm. Maybe I'll put a charm on the clasp, like by the. I'll put an extra jump ring on it, and I'll put it by the clasp. Yeah, words are hard.
Words are hard. Sorry, I'm back. Hello. Okay. I think it was one of the Florida stores. I wonder if they're closed now. I'm fairly confident it was one of the Florida stores that did that bracelet.
Do you know the name of the shop that you went to when you were like 10 and inspired you to open a shop? No.
They've been closed for
I was gonna ask you, do you know if they're still open or if they're closed?
15 plus
Yeah,
years.
I'm gonna try this on.
My mom might remember.
I still need another inch or so. So rather than adding a whole nother section, because that section wouldn't be long enough, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this section and a little bit more to this section over here. Because another section that is shorter than the other just wouldn't look right. Even though this is just kind of a crazy little thing here, it wouldn't look right. So let's see, let me find like 2 more teal seed beads. There we go. And zoop. I like these crystals. There we go. And then I will take my bead stopper off of this side. You guys use bead stoppers? I love them.
They are the best.
Yeah. So you just squeeze the ears and boop.
You know what? I bet it was Crystal Creations. Let me look up Crystal Creations and see if that was their pattern. Because I'd love to be able to credit them appropriately.
So I put the floater on there. Oh, and it goes over everything except for this one. That's fun though. It'll float around for most of it. That's fun. Okay. Oh, it's crinkle cut just like this bead is. That's fun. Okay. Yeah. It's the little things that make me excited.
Going down the rabbit hole now.
She's going down the rabbit hole to figure out who did it.
Debbie says, I'd love to know how to make the other bracelet Abby showed. The freeform peyote one? this one, Debbie, maybe we'll do an online class for that. It is a
Super
little
cool.
bit more involved than like what we could cover quickly in a stream. But I feel like if you know, I feel like you'd have to know how to do peyote first, like at least single drop peyote in both odd and even count. And then if you know those things, then it would be a breeze to do an online class or tutorial for that. Yeah, well, we can set that up. I'll kind of figure out how to do an online kind of either tutorial or a class. I feel like a class would probably be a better format since it is free form. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it's more than just, hey, do this and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't have any clasps over here right now, but here is my bracelet. I believe that it is ready to have a clasp on it. We can hold it like this and pretend that it's on a clasp. There we go. All kinds of stuff. I just like weird
It's
stuff.
so cute.
Yeah, I just like weird
love
stuff.
That. And then I would love to see this coin hanging off there as a floater. Like
the what?
Like I just would like to see this
implemented
like
somehow.
A charm.
Oh.
I mean, maybe not. That would just be like
I would
be into.
Yeah, we do have 2 big circles, and this would make 3 big circles.
Yeah, an even number or odd numbers.
Yeah, odd numbers are always better. Yeah. I was gonna put one of these charms by the like add extra jump ring to the clasp, and add one of these charms there. But yeah, these circles are almost the same size as 3 big ones.
Cheryl, where are you located? I just saw your comment that said we had 2 local stores closed in the last couple of years. That's awful. I hate to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
We're seeing it too. I am in a couple of online forums for bead stores, like brick and mortar bead stores, as well as online bead retailers and wholesalers. And businesses are closing up right and left. And it just sucks, you know?
It's a bummer.
It's a huge bummer. And like everybody's scrambling to figure out what to do with their inventory because it costs money to have inventory. And a lot of these stores, like they're it's not like they can just take their inventory home with them. So it's like
you got to put it somewhere.
Yeah. And I'm just amazed at like to me it's kind of sad to see how like, you know, a store can be open for 15, 20 years and like work hard and support the community and they get a certain amount of community support back. And I'm sure have groups of loyal customers that support them and then the store can't make it anymore or the it's just too hard or something happens and then they put everything at a steep discount and then that's when the support is magnified. And obviously there's nothing wrong with people looking for a deal. Of course there's nothing wrong with people looking for a deal, but it just like a friend of mine closed her store recently and she sold every single thing in less than a month. And we just had a quick conversation. Like if these people would have shown up a couple months ago,
you'd still be open.
You'd still be open. And it just, the moral of the story, and I don't mean to sound like high horse or anything, but it's just like, if you've got a local shop, please support them.
Yeah.
Like now more than ever, because it is tough right now.
Yeah.
For anybody in this industry.
Yeah. The money you spend there goes straight to their kitchen table. Like buys them groceries and rent and I think Caroline has a question.
Let's see. Is this kit by subscription? I love the mix. Are the charms included? Love your design, Becky.
Thank you.
This kit is by subscription. Caroline, this one shipped out already. However, I do believe we might have some of the seed bead mixes left over.
Yeah.
Feel free to send us a message at beadplace.net/contact us. Which I'll put that in the link right now. Or I'll put that link in the comments. just so it's a little easier. But yeah, we can kind of scramble together some products that we sell like individually out of this kit, but it won't be the same like quantity. Like you might have to get like a strand or however, or like a whole pack of the charms, or we'll do our best.
Yeah, we'll see what we got, because I know we have a ton of like, we have more of these, for sure.
Yeah,
and then
like in full quantities.
Yeah, and we do have tubes of the CB mixes, don't we?
I don't know. I will have to look.
Okay.
I think Rita might have done full quantity on all of them, but I don't know.
Okay.
Zakia says your bracelet looks like planets of the galaxy.
Aw, yeah. And here's a satellite.
Cheryl says Southwest Florida. Was Lisa's store? I'm trying to remember where LHB Gallery is, like what part of Florida. And a friend of mine used to own Sparkle Spot, or still owns Sparkle Spot.
Sparkle Spot?
It's it was so cute.
I love that name.
Yeah.
Sparkle
Kelly.
Spot.
And she is in the process of de-inventorizing.
Yeah.
It's chaos. But we're going to do our best to be here for as long as we possibly can. And we of course, appreciate your support, whether you've made purchases with us or not, because just hanging out and chat with us means a lot to us. And it, it helps boost our signal in the algorithm.
Yeah.
So if you want to help in a free way without spending money with us, the best way to do that is to like or heart react this video wherever you're watching,
and share with spirit fingers,
and share if you feel comfortable doing that. Not everybody shares stuff, and I get that, but even just liking it or leaving a comments
are awesome too. Yeah,
really helps.
Yeah. Even just a comment like, hey, that was great.
Yep. But hey, Caroline, I'm also going to link you to our monthly fun pack, which is what we're doing tonight. I don't remember who subscribes and who doesn't, and I'm so sorry. But what we've just opened was our Radiant Glow monthly fun pack. So we ship out a fun surprise curation of goodies each month, and it is always well over a $35 value. And it is $30 to subscribers or $35 for a one-time purchase. And you can just try it and see if it's something that you like, but we always do at least one stream. Oftentimes we do 2 streams of like design ideas and explanations of like what is in the fun pack. So.
Wednesday evening at 7 Central and Thursdays at noon Central.
And speaking of Thursdays at noon Central, we started a little bit late today. So we are going a little bit over tonight, but we typically stream the fun pack. We do like the opening and the start of some projects on Wednesday nights, but we will be back tomorrow with part 2 of these fun goodies.
Maybe I'll make some earrings or something.
Yeah, we try to get as many like full projects or like multiple design ideas to just kind of give you some design inspiration. And then we can remind you guys that we do have a Facebook group where we love to see your projects of what you've created with the monthly fun pack, or just what you're working on, even if it's not monthly fun pack or bead play stuff. We love to see what people are working on.
I did this with last month's fun pack.
And it does look like a
memory
fun,
wire,
like rainbow after a rainy day. I love that.
Yeah. I like the crackle. I love these crystals here. Sparkle, sparkle, and the larvakite.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cool. Well,
very fun and whimsical.
I'm going to go back to face cam just so you're ready. We will see you guys tomorrow at noon Central. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Words are hard.
I have had a couple of days. I'm sure everyone has, but my brain is mush at this point. Caroline would like to know if the rain one is on memory wire.
It is. It is on memory wire.
On oval memory wire.
Oval, because I don't know about you, but my wrist is oval.
Mine is round.
I prefer oval. Yeah, some people love the round.
Yeah.
I like the oval.
I can't wear the oval. It to me it just feels off, like off balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel weird when I wear round. So
yeah,
we're opposites. Whatever. But whatever works for you.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is the oval memory wire.
Debbie says my
Love it.
all-time favorite so far was the Lisa Frank. I feel like that was a really good one.
I liked it too.
You know which one I liked the best out of all of them that we ever did was the mid-mod muted.
Oh,
Do you remember that one with the like
yeah.
checker print or
It was
checkered-
December. It was December last year.
I don't remember what month it was, but
I
it was
think
like it was like mid-century modern muted. So it was like purples, rusts,
mint,
matte, mid-mod matte muted. We like really did the alliteration up for that one and we did the silver-plated tubes.
Yeah.
The antique silver ones and a bunch of the really pretty check glass and those like kind of opalescent colors.
Yep.
Yeah, that one I think was my favorite.
Yeah.
I love these warm colors for this one though too, and I love the like pop of like little bit of rainbow in there.
And the blue sun.
Hi, Lizzie's or Lizzie Jeans. Well, hello.
Hey,
Well,
Jean.
we are we're just finishing up, so we will see you guys tomorrow at noon Central. If we missed anybody's comments, we are sorry.
And the replay is always available too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.